Yep.
Okay, so what we did was we did a G7 chord, and then we found out, okay, we're in the key of C, so we wrote out the C major scale, and then we wrote out the triads of every scale degree, C, E, G, D, F, A, etc. And we've got major and minor and major, and and we've got a diminished triad at the end. You can use the first and the second triad, together, which would be C major and D minor. And you can use approach notes, which would be chromatic, above and below each of the notes in the triad, or upper neighboring tones and lower neighboring tones, which are diatonic. So on the note C, if I were playing the C major triad over G7, I can play the approach notes, which are, half step on both sides, and then I can play also, to hear what the notes sound like diatonically, I can play the note D, B, C. Okay, and those notes will sound good, them, because they're going to be in the key. They're in the key of the chord.
Right.
So now you have all these opportunities on one note of each triad. Listen to what they sound like. Now, if I just play the note C and go to the next, the third, then I can play, okay? I can descend, okay? Or skip around, okay? And you can add on to it, and you can listen to what the D minor sounds like. Okay, and then you've got a climbing idea. So now, and then you've got, wherever there's a whole step, we also said that you can play the note in the middle. The highest notes of the two triads is the note A, and the lowest note in the whole two triads is the note C. So we play two notes on each string because of the D minor triad and C major triad. Those notes put together in a scale: A, G, F, E, D, C. Okay. Not only that you have G, B flat, D flat, okay, that you can play that triad. So now you've got all these triads that are diminished. Really cool, okay?
Yes, it is. Very.
You can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. And then if you want, you've got, you can just do your half whole diminished scale. Okay, which is from here: G, half step, whole, etc.
Very good.
So you can mix match that diminished, that G, B flat, D with the C major and D minor triad. Okay. Okay. That was kind of odd, but you can mess around with it. Just
no,
so
absolutely.
that's how you can do it. So what we're doing is you're creating your own hexatonic scale, combining two triads from the key that the chord came from.
Yes.
And then mixing it with something synthetic, like a diminished triad. And you got something to fall back on. Your crutch is a pentatonic, right?
That's great. All right. Probably going to take me a little while. Going to take me a little while to figure this one out, but I like where it's headed. So